Your Holiness, if we just depart for one moment, you mentioned about the broad perspective before, and I think much of the unhappiness that individuals have is because they lose perspective. And I thought I'd give you an example. There was some time ago, I was asked to consult about a professor of physics, and he thought that he had made a very great discovery which might give him the Nobel Prize. And he got passed over. He did not get the Nobel Prize, and so he was depressed. And so I said, well, how important part of your life was this prize? And he said, 100%. So I asked him, I said, do you have a family? And he said, oh, yes. And I said, well, how important is your family to you? And so he said, well, my wife, 20%. So I said, then that's 80% now for the prize. And I said, do you have children? And he said, yes, I have 3 children. And I said, how important are they to you? And he said, oh, I guess they're about 40%. So we're beginning to get around. And I said, do you get to see your children very much? He said, well, no, I've had so much time working on my physics project that I really haven't spent much time with them. And I said, how do you feel about that? And then he started to weep. And I said, why are you weeping? He says, it reminded me when I was growing up, that's just the way my father was to me. And he said, now I suddenly realize what I am missing out on. My father missed out on it, I'm missing out, and of course my children are missing out. So I said, now how important are your children to you now? And he said, 80%. and I said, well, where does that leave your wife? Anyhow, he left the office, and he wasn't depressed anymore.
Oh. Wonderful. Come on, Nobel Prize, 100% 되신 이것도 뭐 차십단지 상당히 제공으로 제용되네. Yeah, very wise. I think right method. That we call exactly analytical meditation.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you, now this case, second person, right? Second person utilize analytical meditation, right. Then make clear to that person. Then all his sort of emotion which based on misconception, then changed.
Yeah, just like that.
So that's wonderful.
That's amazing.
Very good.
So how long have you known about analytical?
So you should get the Nobel Peace Prize.
So what is that?
Someone.
You should get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Because you see, because someone depressed due to lost the opportunity of receiving the Nobel Peace Prize, but you helped, you see, his sort of new life, isn't it?
That's right.
So that's great work.
Thank you. And so we can do the same thing with pain, too. We see how important the pain is, and then we look at the other things in their life which they had given up on, and they realized they can still get much satisfaction and pleasure, but they forgot about that because they're so preoccupied. Attention is all on the pain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very right. Very right.
So that's all analytical meditation. How long have they been doing analytical meditation? When did they discover analytical meditation? 2,500 years ago?
Oh, no. I think the Buddhists, even before Buddhism, you see, this analytical meditation already there. But that's, nothing special, but I think utilize human intelligence properly.
Well, we discovered it 40 years ago.
So I think human intelligence.
Yeah.
Now, actually, the purpose of education, I believe the narrowing the gap, reality and appearances. Through education, proper education, through proper education, then this gap, appearance and reality reduce. So whether good or bad, it is very important to deal with realistically. Then much easier to overcome the problem. Then thing which you want can achieve. But we often, our action, I think, based on appearances, not the reality. Yeah. And particularly now today, I feel the world much changed. I think firstly, due to population and the economy and the environmental issue and many new development. Due to these new development, now the reality much changed. New reality. But our human thinking, our conception, are still the old pattern. Yeah. So I think some of our activities, I think, may not go well with the new reality. So that's why sometimes I think unnecessary problems will happen. So therefore now analytical meditation means analyze the reality, then accordingly act. I think another thing, I believe, like external matters, our internal, our mind world, or particularly in emotional world, is by nature, they're always, contradictory things, always there. So without contradiction, or without contradictory forces, then we cannot change. But because of the contradictory force, if something bad for us, then try to find the opposite force. Then try to increase that, then this will reduce. The opposite, the thing which you do not want, not just go away, but we have to find the opposite sort of force. So similarly, in our emotion, anger, even though we realize anger is bad, although there still is some kind of impact, but anger will not go easily. So we have to try, we have to find out the opposite force or counter force of anger. Now that's loving kindness. So the more loving kindness force increase, the anger reduce. So similarly, ignorance and awareness, two opposite. More awareness come, the ignorance reduce. So the analytical meditation means they try to know the reality. So bring awareness. That reduce the misconception.